So I'm Elise Kainz. I'm a tax partner at Eide, and I spend the majority of my days doing tax returns and tax consulting and planning with clients. I really enjoy what I do because taxes are an area that a lot of people are sort of afraid of. It's kind of an area that there's a lot of, maybe not a lot of understanding. So it's a complicated world that we live in, and I like to be able to take something that's somewhat complicated and explain it to a client in a way that makes sense and that makes a difference to their business. It's almost like its own little language. So anytime you can have kind of an area of expertise where you can help somebody that's directly impacting their cash flow, that's what I really enjoy about what I do. I got started in taxes about 12 years ago. I originally went to school for something completely different. I originally went to school for marketing, worked for a few years, realized how uncreative I am and how much of not a salesperson I am. My father's a tax accountant as well, so I sort of had someone in my family that I could relate to. And when I had gone to school for my undergrad, I had really enjoyed my accounting classes. So it was just kind of a good fit to go back to school and go into that field. And I knew when I went back to school for accounting, I wanted to focus in tax. So this is kind of what I set my mind out to at that point in time. Obviously, the longer you're in any industry, the more experience that you get and the more comfortable you get with that sort of thing. It's a little bit stressful, I would say, for sure, because if I make a mistake, it impacts somebody's federal or state income tax return, so then they've got a correction to make and potentially more tax to owe, which is never good, or a refund coming, which is also never good because you hate for somebody to have to pay more in than they have to. But we have a really good team of people here at Eide that help us mitigate as many of those mistakes as possible. Nobody's perfect. Mistakes happen occasionally, but we've got resources all across the country with kind of experts in different technical areas. So if we come across something for the first time that we've never seen before, we're not flying blind. We have other people that we can bounce ideas off of, or we have other people that have maybe gone through something similar that can teach us how to do it. So while there is a lot of pressure and it can be kind of stressful from that mistake perspective, I feel like having a good support system and a good team to go with you, which is what we have here at Eide, kind of helps make that less stressful. So we have a pretty extensive recruitment process. Certainly we post all of our open jobs to our website, and then every spring and fall we do recruiting on campuses. So if you're in a university system that's in the Fargo-Moorhead area, or even we go out to Jamestown, or occasionally we'll recruit to even the Bismarck area. We have offices all over the country, but here in Fargo, we do a heavy recruiting in the fall. So we go on campus and we'll do on-campus interviews with students. And then if you get through that first round of interviews, we do interviews in office. In the spring, we have some additional recruiting events that we have, different career fairs, things like that, where you can connect with us. We have a leadership program every summer where students can spend a couple days with us and learn a little bit more about our firm and about what it is that we do here. And then that's usually your first foot in the door, is getting an internship, I would say. The more problem solving and critical thinking and technology skills that you can gain early on, the better off you'll be in an industry like this. Certainly accounting is our underlying skill set, so you have to know eventually debits and credits and how to read financial statements and all of that sort of stuff. But some of that you could learn in high school. Certainly some of that you'll learn in college. But some of that soft skill stuff, or those things that you don't really think about, would be, that problem-solving, critical thinking. We get thrown things all day, every day, throughout our whole careers that we've never, ever seen before. That's just the nature of the industry that we're in. So being able to, not have to have everything exactly like it was the last time you saw it is really going to help you be successful.